Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video, I'll be the first one to comment, baby. So let's get into it. Let's talk about none other than Kristen Scott. She did an interview after the reunion. And I was like, okay, she did an interview with VH1. I was like, Kristen be doing way too much, but it is what it is. So Kristen Scott, she starts off her interview basically saying that she's been in a family for 11 years. And yes, we have heard Kristen say that she's been in a family for 11 years over and over and over. And Kristen is a very beautiful woman, but she's very ugly in the inside. Her attitude is ugly. Her behavior is ugly. The way she deflects and throw blame on other people is very ugly too as well. And it is what it is. And so she talks about in this interview that Byron Scott talked at her wedding. He was at her wedding, and he also said that Kristen was the best thing for her son, the best woman for her son, and he loved her and he cherished her. Yes, he did, until he got to see the real Kristen. And when he seen you on TV, the 2 years that you've been on Basketball Wife, you have flipped sides, you have changed, you have lied, you have poked fingers, and basically you haven't been consistent. You keep saying that you're sorry, but in this interview, you also said that you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't even talk bad about Byron, and you didn't call him a bad grandfather. Yes, you did not call him a bad grandfather, but you insinuated that he was a bad grandfather. So miss me with all that. I mean, like, Kristen be doing the most. Like, she does not play around with her lies and her fairy tales. I mean, she just really does the most. And it would be nice if she would actually take some ownership for the situation too as well. Like, you know, Kristen is out here on IG. You know, she's out here chilling with Evelyn Lozada, going places with her, taking photos, doing everything. But this is the same lady that called CeCe lean girl. This is the same lady that made fun of CeCe's, you know, facial expression, basically trying to make fun of the way that she talks and the way that she looks too as well. But yet you were so close to Byron for 11 years and he spoke these good things of you, but his new wife that he has in his life, you treat her like crap, and you have treated her like crap on TV too as well. So therefore, yes, at one point in time, Byron thought he knew who you were until the camera started to roll, and then he realized that, oh no, fame and fortune will basically tear a person up and break up relationships. And that's what Byron has watched on TV, and that's what we have watched too on TV as well. And also, Kristen says that, you know, she will be, you know, CeCe's friends, and they can start all over only if CeCe starts telling the truth. I was like, really, Kristen? Tell the truth? She's been telling the truth over and over. She's been telling you it's not her decision for Byron not to want to, you know, see you, see Thomas, or see his granddaughter, because, you know, there's so much conflict that's going on between the family because of the TV show. And Kristen, you continuously blame none other than CeCe for Byron not spending time with his granddaughter, nor you, and you know, Thomas. So you blame CeCe, and that was Thomas' decision because he's seen your behavior on TV. And then on top of that, you brought his daughter into the situation, brought her on TV basically to look like everyone's against his fiance at the time, which now Byron and CeCe are happily married. So it is what it is. And then Kristen says that, you know, her and CeCe used to be friends. You know, they were good friends at one point in time. It doesn't seem like you guys were ever good friends, because the way you started off on Basketball Wife with CeCe, the moment you had the chance to cut her throat and move forward and get a stable position on Basketball Wife, you did that ASAP. And everybody sees it. Everybody knows that. We all watched it. I was like, come on. And Kristen Scott says, I don't know what else to do anymore about the situation between Byron Thomas and Thomas not seeing his granddaughter. You don't know what to do anymore. Well, first stop lying. First own up to what you have done. First own up that you just don't like CeCe. First own up to that. First own up to the lies that you told on the show too as well. First own up to, you know, you chose sides. You chose Shawnee, Evelyn, and Jennifer. So let's just be real about the situation. And also, Kristen says that she was so hurt and she was so devastated to hear Byron talked bad about her, and it was so hurtful. It was devastating. It was the worst thing in the world to happen to her. I was like, he really did not talk bad about you. Only thing he said that he did not want to be around you, and he didn't care if he talked to you ever again, because he was hurt by the things that he seen you do on TV, and there was no editing going on. We all seen it. He didn't call you out your name. He didn't call you a liar. Basically, he just said he wanted no parts of you while, you were filming, and your behavior really just hurt him, because he was shocked, because at this time we both have Kristin basically making all types of accusations towards CeCe, and then we also had Kristin husband Thomas call CeCe a clout chaser on the show, and then on top of that we had Kristin continuously say that Byron's not around, and I wish Byron would come to his granddaughter's recital and everything, but he just doesn't come. I don't know why. So you guys sat there and had a dinner to bash CeCe and Byron. Do you think he's going to be happy with it? And don't you believe that Byron believes that it's all you're doing with his son actually bashing CeCe? Because it doesn't seem like Thomas even had a problem with CeCe until you told Thomas there was a problem, and he's keeping Thomas away. He's keeping Byron away. So, what's going on with that situation? Thomas didn't even have a situation or a problem with CeCe at all until Kristin brought it to his attention, because he was just doing his thing. He was just doing what he normally does. And also, Kristin says, I have known Byron for over 11 years again. Again, she says it. I have known Byron over 11 years. And she goes, he's never displayed any hateful. He never said anything bad about me. He never said anything that was hurtful or disparaging to me. Of course he didn't, because you never showed this side of you that you have shown to the world and to him and CeCe. So therefore, now he is saying, you know what? I just don't want to be a part with Kristin. I just don't want to be around Kristin. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to deal with her at all. And then on top of that, Byron said that he was posting pictures of his granddaughter on Instagram, which is Kristen Scott's daughter, and Kristin told him to stop posting pictures of her daughter on Instagram. So what do you want this man to do? And then also, I was just like, CeCe and Byron, they just better move forward and do what they need to do, because, Kristin at this time and point, she's a lost cause until she's off the show, until she doesn't have another storyline. Kristin says CeCe was in a position, and basically her position in the family was not solidified. Remember when she said that it was not solidified? Well, Kristin, her position is solidified. You threw a lot of shots at CeCe over the 2 years that you have been on Basketball Wives, and you don't think that there's any repercussions for that? You don't think Byron's going to be upset about you talking about his fiance at the time, and knowing that he known you for 11 years, to see how you changed on him, how you did when you disrespect his better half, you're disrespecting him. So it is what it is. I was like, Then Kristen Scott also says, I've never said anything bad about Byron. I never said that he was a bad grandfather at all. No, you just insinuated that he hasn't seen his granddaughter since, she was not walking. She was just in diapers and she wasn't moving around. Now Kinsley is walking. He still haven't seen her, and he's not around, and he's not visible. So therefore, you don't have to say he's a bad grandparent. Everybody can come to the conclusion of what you said, that that's the end game, and that's what you meant to say, and that's what you were saying. You just didn't come out right and say it in that manner. So I was like, Kristin be doing the most, baby. So it is what it is. I was like, Kristin, you better stop. And so Kristin also says, as of today and after the reunion, she has not spoken to Byron, and she has not spoken to CeCe at all. It is what it is, and they remain not to have a relationship. But Kristin, it's like, damn, you don't even see what you be doing? You don't see? You apologized on Twitter, and you said that, you agree that CeCe didn't do anything to keep Byron away from you and Kinsley. And, but then you do this interview and you accuse CeCe of keeping Byron away. Like, what's going on? Like, stick to a line, stick to a story, and just deal with it and just keep it. But you keep changing your story, you keep changing everything up. It's just sad to see sometimes that people will really do anything for money and fame. And it's just really it's just real sad that you don't even see that you just lie. For the 2 years that you've been on the show, everything, anytime you say something, oh, I got receipts. You know, I'm the receipt queen. And all the receipts was to dog out CeCe, somebody that was supposed to be your friend before Basketball Wives. And if it's actually true, they are saying that, you know, Byron Scott ex-wife Anita, she's coming on the show. So if Anita comes on the show, what is Kristen Scott going to do? Her and Anita are going to what? Bash CeCe and Byron. Peace and my one love to all my peeps and my peoples.